There we go. There we go. That's on. There we go. Right there. That's on. There we go. Double white maggot on hook. Lovely fish to end on. Oh, an absolute childhood dream this was for me, this little tiny pond here. Full of fish. I tell you what, crusions in here, you won't believe it, but the crusions in here over time, and I've ignored this place for many years, from being sort of 7 years old I think I started coming down here. But the crusions in here are massive, and they're a bit of a mixed breed, so don't go claiming any records down here, but they are huge. Anyway, welcome back to the channel, people. This is fishery audit number 40, and this little pond here in front here isn't what I'm going to be auditing today. However, the one I am going to audit is just over the back there. Now, this little pond is in a little tiny village called Arkwright town. This is tiny. Safe to say that I've been to people's houses and they've got bigger ponds in their garden. But this, for me, as a kid and my mates, was an absolute angling paradise. And over time, it's just got a little bit smaller, everything's overgrown, and we remember it from being pretty much brand new, not long after they built the entire village. So when we used to walk from our village in Calow to Arkwright for a weekend's fishing, we used to walk over the backs, the Arkwright Prairie, and my mum actually used to live in a little house over there, which hopefully I'll be able to show you in a bit. The house is no longer there, but the remnants of where the house used to be is now a bit of a little farmyard, and that's the house my mum grew up in, a self-standing single little cottage on its own, just over the back over there. And we used to walk down onto the little path where that is, and then walk through the trees over there, down to the pond, and fish down here. Luckily, they're a little shopping village for snacks and stuff through weekend and through 6 weeks holidays. But it was that local, 20 minutes to get down here with your gear. I used to get back from school at 3:30, and I used to be down here for 4:15, and I lived in the next village, and I could fish here until 9 o'clock at night, until it started getting dark, and I'd be back off home again. But anyway, in walking down here, we actually come across some people in some massive dumper trucks one day, going up and down this long path, and he was saying, oh, there's big carp in this lake, massive carp, and we're like, yeah, we're going to go and catch him. And we just thought he meant here, but it turns out there's another one over there. So, without further ado, you've seen me down here before fishing, so there's plenty of videos, but this is like it's not a fishery. Years ago, where the camera is now, on the post, there used to be signs saying no fishing. They got took down, and it made sense to not keep fishing on it, but not to disturb anglers if they were down here, because it helped sort of preserve it a little bit and keep rubbish being thrown in. But this is like a little gem for me and kids to bring them down and practice and everything. I know there's a few others out there that are local to Chesterfield. Mark, Lizzie, you've brought your kids down here. It's an absolute dream for just catching little tiny fish one after another. And there is some hidden gems in here as well, some nice carp. I reckon I've seen one about £10 in here, so nothing massive, but nice and exciting. So let's get to it. Fishery audit number 40. And I'm going to take you down to this pond now. It's just a walk through this way, but I'll discuss all the other areas to access it when we get there. So let's get stuck in. So here's the little pond in Arkwright town, and if I spin around, you've got this little bit of a car park here. Now the pond itself is fed from the village, all the runoffs from the gutters, everything, all sort of drainage in streets. I think it's a rainwater collection area. It's controlled by Severn Trent, which are, they have that little building there. And every now and again they'll come down, surveying, checking. But the water runs right through the village, down this little streamway here, and into it that way. And it just collects water, I think. So over time, it's just become naturally a little pond full of fish. So that's how that was created. But you get into Arkwright village itself, you drive all the way down, and you get to the road here. I'm going to walk through these trees to this fishery where I'm going now. Don't worry, you might not have to do this. I want to get down to the lake and hopefully be able to see some information down there about the club. So now I'm just in this corner here, walking up into this tree line. I'm just going to walk through here. I don't recommend coming this way with your tackle. It'll all make sense when I get there, don't worry. It's not like I'm taking you on a bit of a goose chase, but there are other ways to get to it. I don't have a key for anything to get to it properly. It's just a matter of getting you there best I can, and then hopefully there's some information on the club. So walk down that path, down here. You can go that way up into that field. Right, I'm going to take you this way. And it'll take us round onto a big pathway, and then it's a left turn down to the pond. But yeah, you won't come this way, I'm just walking you this way. But I'll show you the entrance anyway in a bit. Yeah, so just coming down to the pond now. That building's been there. When I was a kid, we used to come all the way down here, we used to get in there and play in it. Looks like doors are open outside again. But yeah, my next pond just through there, look. My mum grew up in a little house down here all by herself with her sisters and dad and all that stuff. Don't know if this is the access gate, to be fair. That takes you right down to Waterside, doesn't it, that? Well, there's the pond, pegs on it. I'll take you a bit further down because I'm pretty sure there's an access point down there to save me climbing over a gate. What have we got here? Oh, this looks promising. So a bit of a walkway here. Actually a pallet in water there. A bit random. People have been walking around this gate, look. But one of them. No locks, so no one's going to shoot me. Always shut the gate. And here we are, people. Don't know as though there's anybody on it fishing, but we'll have a look. Now, cat shots. I might have to try and flick through the old face tubes and Google snaps and all that. But there's not a lot of information on this place. There is a bit of a sign there, look, but it's covered by that tree. They won't be out on that, otherwise I'd have cut it. But yeah, this is it. We used to know it as the Slurry pond. And it's full of fish. There's loads of fish in it. And I don't know any more information than that. I do know there's matches on here. Chap on Facebook, Mark, Chris, a few others I've seen where they've put on where they've had a match down here, and they've done quite well. So it makes sense to open that gate, probably park in here, walk to your pegs, you know, weather's nice in summer or whatever. I mean, this is first peg on this side. Just a pallet nailed to a bit of, looks like someone's old bedside table legs, but it's still there, isn't it? It's obviously doing its job. It's got footprints on it. Fish that are in here, carp, crucians, roach and that I've seen. We used to, you know, we never fished it as kids, but some on them, some chaps did come and have a go on it, and it were pretty much same fish that we used to catch out a little Arkwright pond down there. So weird stories years ago that, you know, every now and again they'd go a net full of fish and bring them up here. We never knew if that little pond in Arkwright were going to get filled in or whatever, because when you get told it's no fishing as a kid, you just say, well, what's it for then? So I think a few fish over years have been transferred up here, but it's all local water, so I don't think it's that much of a, well, back then I don't think it was a problem anyway. Massive solar farm next to it, and every sort of 50 yards there's CCTV around that thing, so that's been kept. Look, there's a sheep in there with them solar panels, can I see there? How weird. Next peg. While we're here, things we look out for on these audits: bins, benches, safety rings, litter, abuse, just general ASBO, anything that's a problem, and also anything that's not, anything that's a huge benefit to the place. A bit rickety, very bouncy, don't feel very safe, but I think when you're on it, you're not going to be doing somersaults on it, so you should be all right. Plenty of water in front of you, and that peg down there, you've got all these rushes over here to you know, over on that far bank, so that'd be quite an hot spot, that. You know, probably in time of year week, not be long before they're spawning and ripping all this to bits, but yeah, plenty of room behind pegs. Somewhere different for you all if you're local to Chesterfield or even surrounding Derbyshire areas and just looking for another hidden gem out of the way and you want to come and have a nosy and a neb somewhere else, then yeah, this is another one. I don't think there's a peg here, but you can see where it's been flattened down. Looks like an area that possibly an angler might have come for one of them. But yeah, nice, really natural, like really feels, really smells good. You know, when you get to a venue and you can smell a keep net full of fish or a sling with a 20 pounder in it, that's what it smells like down here, people. Next peg, I did see a woman up way down and I asked about the gate. What I'll do is I'll put in the video in a minute the access point down there, so there might be some information down there to get in here, but I'll put it in now. But she says she doesn't know if there's a gate. If there is, it's always open, but she knows there's a cattle grid. That's all we know. So I'll put it in now about the access to it from the main road over there. So, entrance, you've got Arkwright Arms pub there. That takes you up to Duckmanton, that takes you up to Arkwright, Calow that way. This is Staveley Road, left hand turn at the bottom of the hill, takes you over to Staveley, and you want to turn up this way. Public footpath, but the gate is open and there is access up that way. So if you get a membership, that's how you access the place. Straight off Staveley Road, not a bad road either. Straight off Staveley Road, and it's your first left up this lane. So if you get in touch with Guy, he says yeah, membership, he might discuss it further with you. But this takes you straight up to the actual lake. Oh yeah, look, peg 10. Bit of a peg number there, so I dare say they do have matches on here then, for highlighting what peg you're on. So what we're saying, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, and then obviously 11, 12 up that way. These are the pegs I remember, so I think these have been in here a long time. Just a metal grid, a bit like at Allcroft. You all know Allcroft, don't you? Probably the second best fishery in the world. Yeah, got a good belly of water here. See, embankment reeds come out a bit here. You've got a bit of water going behind you. You've got a good belly of water here. Be a nice area to sit your down on here and probably say, right, yeah, silvers or bits and bobs, shallow maybe. Got a bit more water, and as you can see, it bellies back round that way. Look, and you've got another long chuck over there to the other side. It's not a small pond, this, to be fair. You know, with Google Maps, Google Earth, it kind of throws you off a bit because you can barely see Arkwright Pond on Google Earth. It's that covered with trees, and at the time of them taking the pictures, they are covered in moss and, you know, algae and everything, so you can never really tell. But yeah, that's one of them. You can see where a pallet or something's been here for a long time. Look, looks like it's been taken out. I bet at some point it took on lots of water. One of these pallets they've put back, I bet it sort of landed here maybe. Oh no, look, oh, it has had a pallet on it, but it's actually the turf from top of one of the pegs. You can see where pallet's been laid, look, see things. So yeah, maybe some water's lifted it up and then it's drifting, and that's water's gone back down again, it's settled again. Who knows? I swear I've just seen a lizard. That's empty, but I swear I've just seen a little lizard just run off in there, like them ones down at Barlow. Interesting. Yeah, nice and flat, not a chore walking around here. Don't know what it's going to be like over there, but I've braved it. I'm only in the old audit trainers today. Ah, so that pallet in the estuary down there, I bet it was once here. So I bet water's picked it up, it's settled over there, water's picked it up again and it's made its way and just floated down to outlet over there. That'll be it. Another very sturdy peg, same as one we've just been on. Yeah, nice. Got another peg number here. Peg number 11. Well, that's just changed everything. Yeah, who knows, maybe. Unless they start over here somewhere and go around. Probably, no idea. But yeah, it looks really nice. I'll have to come down one day and just come and have a day's splodging, I think, and come and have a go. But like always, anyone out there who fished here or you fish here regularly, get yourself in comments, let me know. Day ticket, club, private, syndicate. Yeah, looks a bit skew with that one, doesn't it? But don't ever judge a peg by its skew width. That's how the saying goes. I've stood on some pegs that look terrible out there before at fisheries, and they are solid. And I've stood on some that look like they can hold a house, and nearly got my neck sweat. So a beer can down there, look. Can of Lynx. Not blown here, has it? That, come on. Not blown down. Someone's been down and just thought, yeah, stuff it, someone else will pick it up. And that's what does my head in, that. Just when it's empty, it's probably 90% lighter than what it were when you brought it. And then it's a can, just crush it, shove it in your kit and take it home. You don't need to leave stuff lying about everywhere. Oh, you can't get round. So what do I need to do now? Probably go back out, and I bet there's an access point over that way, maybe. Who knows? Wow, don't know what bird that way then, but it had loads of colours on it. Taking little fish off it. It's like, not a kingfisher, is it? You can see colours on that. What is it, a swallow? What's that? It's gone. Peg number 12. So yeah, I'm guessing it's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's my guess, people. Oof. Yeah, you can't see it, but trampoline. Definitely trampoline. More pallets over there looking at water. See them? So I bet any money they were backing pallets to stop you from getting all bogged up going on your peg. And water's come, lifted them up, and they've drifted and settled over there. So, yeah, bit of a nightmare. Like a load of frog spawn in there then, I think it's a bag. Yeah, no signs of any fish yet, but I know there's plenty in here. And then around this corner you've got a nice chuck into all this reed bed here. And then a bit of open bank over there before pegs start again. So I think what I'm going to do is, I'm going to go back this way. Oh, fish just top there, look. I'm going to go back down this way, try and cross back over and make my way back around, but there's no access whatsoever here. Thought there were a little gate or something. So we'll have to go around there and we'll have to see what access is like for any of you guys wanting to go on that bank. It's nice, isn't it? So quiet. You know, a bit of traffic over there from M1, that passes not too far over that way. And other than that, it's lovely. Nice little venue, this. These are ones that I like. I mean, I love my Aston Parks and I love me. Well, that's it. But you've got these little tiny diamonds in the rough. And it's just these noises that you can hear that you wouldn't normally hear otherwise, because Jeff on peg next to you talking to his wife, and Mark on peg on your right talking to Phil in pub about that football rubbish, and then, have you got your day ticket, mate? And then, hey up mate, you alright, you caught out, and then you've befriended somebody for the next 3.5 hours. Feel like you've adopted them. Come to a little venue like this, and you can just hear all these nice natural noises. Apart from a 450 I can hear over there somewhere. It's just turned up. Sounds close. Anyway, let's get down this way, back to the gate, and we'll have a pop through to the other side. But so far, no safety rings, no benches. To be fair, it's not really a public park, is it? No one's coming here for a wonder. We're out fishing. So we can put benches to one side for a minute. Litter, based on its size, access, seen a can so far. So yeah, nothing too offensive. So I have to just keep that in mind. But yeah, safety rings, safety signs, not see any of them either. Don't cost a lot, them. Just, oh, fish topping edge here. And that were a tail pattern as well. I don't think that were a nose up fish, that. Yeah, for a minute. You see one and you start seeing them all. There'll be a pocket of carp, so nice and warm today. It's 17 degrees today. It's about midday. It's going to go get a little bit warmer later on, but it's one of them days where it's overcast, it's nice. Be a lovely day today for a few carp on here, I bet. Yeah, very nice. That time of year as well, people, where we're just coming towards the end of April now, and all your lovely greens and everything are coming back. It seems like winters just seem to be getting that little bit longer every time, don't they? And it can be a bit of a nightmare. So there's a pallet there, look, one down there. So we've learned that they've been putting pallets behind pegs to keep you out this boggy bit here, and the pegs are actually helping you get it further into some better water. So it's not a bad thing. The good thing is they float. You can just get them and put them back behind peg. Just want putting behind peg and then a couple of stakes putting through them into the floor. So when water does lift up, your pallets all lift up with it, but they won't go anywhere. This is that little estuary bit down here. Yeah, a few brave fish, I bet, just passing through every now and again, and then back out. To be fair, if it's quite fishing busy over there, they might have learned already. It's quite a safe haven down here, and you do get a few fish. Right, go over on the other side. I can see foot traffic over there where people have been walking, so we can definitely get. And there's nothing on that sign there, but looks for it. Someone's rubbish down here. Someone's session bag that's just been left there, not even bothered to take it home. So the worst part is, in its current state, it's lighter than what it were than when it were brought down here. So someone's left that, not bothered taking it. Oh, here we are. Private fishing. Fishing license holders only. New members welcome. Tell 07585 663 983. So there you go, bit of information there, look. I don't know any more information than that. Can't find a Facebook group, can't find out on the interwebs. So if there's anyone out there that knows, by all means, if you want to share it with people, go for it. Yeah, so back onto the path. Yeah, we used to come up and down here as kids on those motorbikes, and back when it still weren't legal, but back when people allowed you to have fun. Oh, look at this, no gate on this side, just straight in. Yeah, very nice. Really healthy part of the world here. Really nice. Bit of trimming's gone off here. This is what I like to see. Trimming them off and getting your branch piles underneath the trees. Not too close to water, so rainwater will lift them up and take them in, but nicely out of the way. If you get a chipper, anyone's got a chipper and you want to do some trimming around your lake, chip it up, blast it all the way down your walkways, and it'll help absorb loads of moisture that you don't need, and it's just putting it back into the floor as well. But yeah, if you pay someone to take this away, don't. And if you've got areas where you can utilise putting a few branch piles in, go for it, because it's just really healthy for surrounding sort of environment. Very natural health supply. Yeah, this side, another pallet there, so they have just drifted off. It's not War and Peace, just dragging one of them around to each peg. I mean, what would that be so far? Half an hour's work? Yeah, no safety signs yet. Not a massive offence, but private fishing. So, I mean, it don't give anyone any excuses, and I'm not stabbing anybody. It's not like it gets inundated with lots and lots of people every day who can't swim, but you only have to have one person get into difficulty, and that sign could be golden in court or before anyone decides they want to go for a swim. Nice colour to water as well, really murky, really churned up. Wind's blowing lovely as well into this corner here. Yeah, loads of room behind. Very nice. Next peg over there, look, another one of them grid Allcroft style pegs. Oh yeah, another bottle down there, look, but look at colour on it. That's been about for years, that, isn't it? Next peg. Can't see any more peg numbers yet. Don't want to go fishing for them in case I knock one over, but this is next peg. Bit of an opportunist peg this, nicely covered here. Still plenty of room for landing netting fish, but from this one, actually got a nice big area here just in front of these reeds. And a bit of an inlet here, which I think this feeds in actually. But when my mum used to live in this little house down here on Prairie, she used to say there was a natural spring that used to come. All this used to be massive. Used to be a big massive hill here. She did say there used to be a natural spring that used to come down, but the pond was never here. So it made sense how when they were digging all them years ago and they used to tell us there were big carp in here, that they dug this out as some water collection to stop it from flooding whatever they were doing. So yeah, Red Bull can, take it home guys. Down here it's not going to blow out your hands, is it? You've obviously just chucked it on the floor. Ah, barbed wire around here. Takes you up onto the tops over there. Over that way is Calow. That's where we used to walk down. And you've got, I think it's called Witch's Wood over there. And then a yellow brick road that takes you down to actual Westwood into Calow. My house used to back on. You used to open my back gate. So this is my back gate, this fence here. You used to open back gate like this, and this is what you saw. Field and wood. And you'd be straight in it, gone, motorbike, you'd be out all day. Oh, peg number 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it goes around this way. Yeah, it's nice colour, really healthy looking. It's not in an area either that's going to be, you know, going to get tampered with. You're not going to get idiots coming down here just randomly throwing stuff in. It's a bit too much of a walk as well for sort of riffraff to come down and start messing around. So yeah, looks like at some point all this has been pulled out. See colour on it, like silk covered branches and whatever. So there's probably some recent maintenance has gone off down here, which is nice. Yeah, no bins. I mean, that bag by the gate could have been a bag that they're using. Put your rubbish in this and I'll take it away once a week. That sounds plausible, doesn't it? But it's still there, and a bad bit of wind or a fox drags it off at post or whatever, and it is all just going to end up back in water. So yeah, just take it away, people. Again, look, up branches that have been trimmed and they're not broken. You see clean saw cuts on these, like here, look. So regular maintenance does go off. Nice clear walkway down, and it all gets put back up here, look, which I love to see. Peg number 4. Oh, so it goes this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and that way. So top left corner at Lake, number 1, and then it goes round to what we're at, 12. Yeah, nice. Peg number 4. Nice little tree here to your left, reeds to your right. Yeah, nice. Very nice. Oh, it's lovely. Really lovely. I'm going to have to try and get a bag pack. A bag pack? Bag pack. I have to try and get one with a little rod in it, a little feeder rod or something. And when I do these audits, just have like a 5-minute challenge where I just sit my end down, little net, try and catch a few fish. Some rope around that tree there, look. Bit weird. What's this, peg number 3? Yeah, simple as that, isn't it? Peg 3, got a nice chuck here. That over there is the point of the M. So deep part over there, it goes back in over there, and this is your sort of sticky out point on that bank. So shortest chuck from here over there. But yeah, still some good water. There's obviously a lot of goose traffic down here. Not seen any. There's a coot over there. I've seen one duck, I think. Not where he's gone. But not seen any geese or anything yet. So who knows? Yeah, loads of woodland behind here. So going for a quick wee, I guess. Might be a bit safe. Probably. Yeah, load of sheep in there. Look, with solar panels. What if they chew through wires? Just a waste of a field, then, isn't it? Peg 2. Yeah, looks alright, isn't it? Is it safe? No harm. No armbands required today. Nice. Lovely colour. It looks like one of them ponds where you chuck in and you're going to fish every 10 minutes. You're going to bite. You're going to bite every 2 minutes, but you're getting some decent fish every 5-10 minutes. Does look nice. Does look nice. And it's nicely perimetered with loads of reeds all the way around. They don't get ripped out. Coke bottle there, look. So the label's gone white. That's how old that is. Looks like it's been at lake for years. There's a balloon there. Someone's let out. Looks like it's been tied around that tree, that. It's taken away, that. And then the very first peg. Still get a bit further up that way, so I might have a wonder. But this one, as you can see, look, those pallets over there would be golden on here. Put one of those down here, so you can just walk onto that peg a bit easier. And yeah, shall we brave it? I ain't scared to get a mucky foot. Oh, still alive, people. Yeah, nice. Like this. This would be a nice area here. Chucking up that way. Oh, there's another peg right up there, look. So you can get, so, right, so I bet that's just another miscellaneous peg over there then. But yeah, lots of colour in water. Not seen any fish yet. Thought a few would be gearing themselves away in this water, but nothing yet. The few topping over there, look. Oh, 3 there all at once, 4. Another one there. There's definitely fish, active fish around. Yeah, nice, I like it. I'll take it. No, can't buy it. Oh, a few ducks over there. So what I'll do is I'll go back out this way, walk around, try and get to that last peg over there, and see what it's like from that area. But you can tell that it spends a lot of time underwater, this, how water level's gone back down again, and some sort of rubbish has dried up on wood. So I bet water does fluctuate on here quite a lot, which explains why water table looks like it's been sat in this area for a while and it's slowly gone back down again. But yeah, it's nice. Nice. Loads of fish topping over there. Now let's go over there and have a look. Ooh. Yeah, it's nice to come down to these little fisheries like this and just give you all a tour, really. Let you know what's going off, let you see it. Oh, another lynx can there, and not the deodorant type either. Come on, people, just take it home with you. Yeah, nice. Nice area here. All them nice margins. Let's go a bit further around. Yeah, so I bet if you contact the number on that sign, just ask a few questions like, hi, I'm interested in your little pond, seen your number down, side it, 7 up, seen your number down at the pond, like some information on membership prices. It's private only, so no good asking about day tickets. Oh, it's not a peg, they're just pallets. So that was true peg 1, that one we were on then. But yeah, it'd just be ideal for some of you to just drop them a message. I dare say where that sign is, you probably don't get inundated with text all the time, so I don't think you'd be doing his head in. But it'd be definitely worth dropping in on the fella and seeing if you can get yourself down here for some different fishing. And this is it, people. Pallets here, look, these are what have drifted up here. There's one over, I think there's 2 over there at water that we saw from that side. So yeah, I dare say at some point, it's that time, it'll probably come down soon and just rearrange it all, waiting for the season to start again maybe. Who knows? But lovely bed of reeds all around this bay here. It's a nice reserve area, this. I say this in a lot of my videos. When you've got a lake and you've got like a corner where everyone wants as many pegs as they can, right? And I get it. From a business point of view, you don't want to leave too big of a gap around your lake. You want to get pegs on it. You want people on those pegs fishing, and you want to make some money, because the money you make helps provide a better fishery later on. Fishing and managing a fishery is not cheap. If you do not run it as a business, you won't last. But keeping an area like this reserved for spawning, fish reproduction, anything like that, they don't just spawn out there and that's it. All the eggs and all the fry, they do need somewhere to go and take sort of shelter away from predatory fish, your perch, even your carp, chub. They will eat your small fry. Even up to sort of that size, they'll eat them. So keeping a nice area like this reserved will help your little fish grow on. They can come out, feed, and dart back in there out of the way, and you'll find that your bigger predator fish, they won't go inside here searching for them. They will wait out here for them. So yeah, it's nice that this has been left alone, because a lot of fisheries out there would see this and think, 1, 2, 3 pegs, I can make £8 off each one a day. Odd 1 or 2 of them, I can probably get 2-day tickets off them if someone comes and goes. Yeah, money. So having an area like this, it's worth, you know, if you think of fish stocks now, how much they cost, it's worth just leaving an area without a few pegs. Chucking some reeds in it, if anyone out there is wondering. A lot of fish activity out here while I'm filming, actually. I don't know if you can see, but a few bow waves going off. I think there might be a few fish over there that are just probably getting ready, but I can see water surface being disturbed, probably by some larger fish. That's a wind line there, but just behind it was another wave, probably some carp flying about. I don't think they're going to be massive in here, but at the same time, this place has been here a while, so there might be a couple of old oak carvings left in here. Yeah, that's it, pretty much it, people. Nothing more left to report. So I think what I'll do is, there's nothing else up here, is there? No. No, it's just reserved land, all that there. Stay away from it. And all this solar farm here, because always buried all these fields now down there. It's a shame. It used to look lovely down here. Yeah. This is it. Arkwright fishing pond. The other one's not a fishery. Can't do an audit on there. You will see videos of me and kids fishing on there, but it is not a fishery. So officially I can't go and do it. If there's a pond out there and they allow fishing on there, but there's no pegs, there's no nothing, there's this and that, just allowing fishing on there by a local authority, that means I can go and do a fishery audit, because otherwise I'm just talking about a lake that's not a fishing lake. And yeah, and we're not bothered about them. But yeah, what do you think? I think it's lovely. Kind of just want to sit down now without any tackle and just chill out for 6 hours. Ah, very, very nice. Now, I've been here before, but I've never fished it. I've never seen it as a fishery. I know no information about it whatsoever. So even I don't have anything I can add to it. I've tried looking online on Google for typing in Arkwright Fishing Club, big pond Arkwright, Arkwright pond, Arkwright this, Arkwright. And there's not really much that comes up apart from another Arkwright. I think it's in the US, and they do some bass fishing there. So just be mindful, there's no bass in here, okay? There's not in here. So there's not really much information out there apart from the number that I saw on the sign over there. Now, if you're interested in coming down here for a day's fishing, I don't know how long that sign's been there. That number might not even be in service anymore, might not even be a thing anymore. So what I'd say is just be mindful. But it's open access. What I can't say is just do what you want. Can't say that. What I can say is come down for a day's fishing. Come down for it. If no one answers phone, come down for a day's fishing and just hope that a bailiff turns up, comes and has a word with you. I mean, I've been walking baby lambs over there. Like, I don't know if you can see baby lambs running through solar panels over there. Going absolutely balmy over there, them lambs. So yeah, just probably come down for a day's fishing because it's open access. The gate situation down there, getting down here, if you can get here, come and have a day's fishing. Why not? You know, why not? If you park down in Arkwright, it's a 5-minute walk through trees just to get here. It's not a problem at all if you just bring in some light gear as well. Even a box on a trolley with old oil. So the solar panels were just talking to me. But yeah, come and have a day's fishing. You might end up bumping into someone down here. They might have some information. You know, what I will say is just, don't know, can you get a membership on bank down here? Is it wrong for me to say, come and have a day's fishing, and if the bailiff walks around, get yourself a book? I don't know. Try number on post first. Failing that, ask on Facebook. I might even put a post on with this, actually, and see if I can draw some information from that. But I don't know any information about this place whatsoever. But it is very, very nice. And definitely another venue that some of you guys should come and take advantage of because, well, there's nobody fishing it here today. And I think that little venues like this, but there's not a lot of them left out there. So definitely come and enjoy your day's fishing on here if you can. Get yourself a membership. Might even be on day ticket. We don't know, do we? So ask a few questions on the old face tubes and all that, and see where you go. Now, how do you score a venue like this? Well, it's very accessible. You can just walk straight on. There is a gate on the other side as well. There's no lock on it. You can just get straight on here. No safety rings, no bins, no safety signs. I'll put on the screen now, by the way, safety signs on eBay. I do this all the time. They're a couple of quid a piece. You don't have to worry about putting 15 on every peg. Just at your entrances, just where people are going to come in. If someone decides mid-session he wants to go for a swim and gets into difficulty, one of the first questions you're going to get asked later on down the line is, have you got any safety signs up? And you're going to say no. Like, so even with nobody being there, this person wasn't reminded that probably going in the water is a bad idea. So get your safety signs up. They're a couple of quid. This is eBay lot here. They're a couple of quid, and you can get packs of them. You can have them made out of plastic, aluminium. You can choose your sizes, get them delivered a few days, and just put them on your entrances. So probably one at main gate up there for cars, and then one on each entrance down here. And that's it. There is no more entrances. You could even probably put one. You could put one on this bank on a post, and you could put one on that just as a reminder. But as long as you've got one or two on your entrances, you're covered. And that way, danger deep water, no swimming. It also helps you guys out as a fishery. So if you come down and you want to ban somebody for being in water when they shouldn't be, the first thing they're going to say is, well, there's no signs. I don't do it over there because they've got signs up. So just do it. There's more reasons than just safety to put them up. So get your signs up. Safety rings. It is a very small water, this. I don't know how deep it is, but I'm guessing if I tried to walk across there now, I'd be absolutely fine. Kids can drown it bath, people. Yeah, so just consider a safety ring. Go in touch with local council, see if they can help out. I have heard through doing these videos that sometimes council, when they take safety rings out and put up a new one, the old ones go into storage. And someone down in Matlock who works for council said they've got about 13 down there. So get in touch with council, and they might either sell you one cheap or they might give you one. Who knows? Just saves you going out buying one to start with. No bins, bit of a litter bag over there, but nothing major. I'm going to score it a B. I'm going to score it a B on the basis of safety. Very accessible, no big locked gates, and no safety ring, no safety signs. So let's come back down here in a year's time from today, next April, and just see how things are going, see how things are progressing. But if you run this fishery and you don't mind people saying what's in it, catch rates, what fish are in here, what the matches are like, weights in matches, what people do in matches. Also, if there's any decent sized carp in here, you know, if it's all right for any of your locals and regulars to chuck it in comments. If you're a local and regular and you don't want to share that information, just probably have a word with yourselves beforehand. But it's empty on a day like today. Be nice to see it full, and more importantly, getting your fish fed. So yeah, I love it. I think it's very nice, but bit of a few safety implements, and I think we'd be well away. Yeah, very nice. So two ways of accessing it: one off the Staveley back road that links Arkwright or Arkwright Duckmanton down to Staveley, or park in Arkwright town and just walk through trees. It's quite easy. You'll work it out. It's on Google Maps. But yeah, very nice. And hopefully one day I'll probably come down here. I'll try and get in touch with Guy at some point, or Gal, and probably bring one of my kids down here one day for a go and keep it nice and professional. Really nice, out of way, no riffraff, no disturbance. Yeah, very nice. So yeah, scoring it a B. On that note, what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave it there. Thank you all for watching. Sorry I've not uploaded many videos for a while. I've got not other commitments. I've got other things that I've been doing. Got a baby on way, some other bits and bobs. So after Christmas and all that, you know, I just thought I'd have a couple of months where I just regroup. But bunch of videos already done, just need to upload them as and when. Just when we've got some nice weather. I don't want to be uploading them when we've got a week's worth of terrible weather. I want to upload a video for a venue so then you can all think, going out tomorrow, tackle's going in car now and I'm going tomorrow. And that way it'll help you get out fishing. But yeah, I will leave it there. Thank you all for watching. If you want to like the video, go for it. Subscribe. It's completely free of charge. And some people think that when you press subscribe, it's going to start asking for pay. It's not that kind of subscription. It's just a free subscription on the channel. So whenever you press subscribe, this sort of content, it's just ready in line waiting for you when you come on. And comments. Drop a few comments. If you like it, if you hate it, if you can't stand it, if you think it's amazing, if you fish down here, if you don't, if you love it, if there's nothing worse, whatever you've got, put it in comments. Let us know what you think. Are you a regular down here? What's the fish like? Is it good? What's the club like? All these things. And you know, you might get a few new members one day. Get in touch. And besides the number, it might be on here where it generates a few extra new club members. And they might be the people that end up helping create a lovely fishery for you that go away talking about how nice and how great it is. So just don't forget how valuable your club members are, because they are very, very valuable for stuff like this. So thank you. Little fish just tucked here then. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you all on the very next one. Right. I'm going to get myself a coffee. In fact, I think I want to have a cup of tea today. So from what I remember, my mum grew up in a house just here. So this little bit of land here was like the perimeter of a sort of farmhouse cottage thing that she grew up in. And back then, all this was like a big mountain area here. And she said there were a ton that used to go straight through mountain. And her and my Uncle Steve, her brother, used to go through it when they were kids. And just up here, there's a pile of bricks there, look. They are the remains of the house. We used to come down here as kids, like really young. After, you know, my mum would tell us about it. We used to come down this way fishing, and a lot of the house was actually still here. And then a chap must have took over the land and flattened it. I mean, it makes sense because they were never going to go anywhere again. But it's just this little entrance here, and I think now it's like a little agricultural area, little farm area. Yeah, so trespassers will be prosecuted, so I'm not going to go on anyway for obvious reasons, but my mum grew up here. I think the house might have been a little bit further up as well, could have been. But you see these old posts here, look. I'm sure these are the original. Obviously they've had some repairs done over time, but I think they've had some of these posts are the original posts from the stables. They used to have donkeys and everything. Go a bit further up and see if you can see where the house was. I think it's actually a bit further down where them pile of bricks were, but I'll just go and check. Yeah, I used to fly up and down here as kids on motorbikes. Yeah, so I think that's it. I think it's this little area here. And her house used to be just here. Yeah, further up's too far. So it is, the little pile of bricks down here was... It is the remains of my mum's old house where she grew up as a kid with all her sisters and brothers and everything. And yeah, a lot of these posts, from what I remember being told, they could remember them from being the same ones that held up the original stables and everything when they were younger. So anyway, a bit of Ben Elliott trivia for you there. I just thought while I were down here, just make a memory note of that for her. We don't talk, but it don't mean we don't love them, doesn't it? But yeah, this is just all scrap there, look. Must be a scrap man that runs it or comes up and down here. Yeah. It'd be nice to get one of them bricks though. Like that there. I wonder if that's a brick from my mum's house. I don't want to get it and take it in case it's not, because that might not be. It's too close to the path. But there were a time when there's a fence here now, there were a time when there weren't even a fence here. and all these trees were really small, just like bushes. And yeah, I'll have to come down one day and get over. I don't want to go walking about on someone else's land, and it's just not fair, is it? But yeah, pile of bricks over there is the remains of my mum's old house. That, yeah. Anyway, just thought I'd have a nosy while I was down here. And also, just bring you back down here quick. I did my intro on here before the video you saw. Bit of a slick across there, look. So something's gone in that doesn't necessarily have to have gone in here. Like I say, the water actually flows down and through, so it could have been poured away further up, or even someone as simple as an oil leak on their car. If water's washed it down into spillway and then down here, it could have caused it that way. But the inlet's there and the outlet is here, so it's like water level controlled as well, so you only get it going out if you've got enough in. So hopefully we get some rain. Looks like it's trying, look. So hopefully we get a bit of rain and it helps dilute it a bit and push it out. Like I say, it's not a fishery, but this is just a little pond where I grew up as a kid. Well, I never grew up, but I come down here as a kid, so I say. Yeah, and carp and everything love these lilies. Like, these lilies get a bit overwhelming at some point. They take over, but I mean, I come down here a couple of days ago with Holly. Like, look at all the fishing pads, look. And he took a slice of bread out, and it's like a jacuzzi. Bits of rubbish down here, look. So I mean, there's a full pushchair there. First time we come last year when we saw that, I thought a baby had been abandoned in it. Oh yeah, that slick it is. It's coming right up here, look. So hopefully it dilutes it down, but so if you have a nosy round, you can sometimes see some of these better carp in here. I've not got my Polaroids on, so you guys won't stand a chance. Oh, one there and one there. Common carp, both of them. Any more? Is that one over there? Yeah, and it comes really shallow up here now. Years ago, before it all started filling in with leaves every year, I used to fish about up here and catch tench like 3-4 pounders up here. And walkway with this side of these bushes, water with this side. And now there's all this bank here, look. So at some point the level's changed, meaning that it doesn't hold as much water anymore, which is a shame. Yeah, it's full of fish life everywhere. There's actually loads of fish. Camera's not picking them up, but it's full of them. Absolutely full of them. It'd be nice to... I applied years ago to have it, take over it, buy it, run it. And it's just not a question, because it's not something that they can have as a public fishery, I think they said. But it's a bit of a shame. Yeah, it's full of fish. A little bit further down this way. Yeah, those bigger carp, they love it up in these pads here. And there's another bed of pads just over there, and they love it in them as well. Hopefully, whatever that is, it might even be something innocent, like a bit of cooking oil or something. I'm just saying which colour on it. Looks a bit like fuel or diesel or something like that, so... Or diesel, fuel, petrol or diesel. Yeah, you can cast out with maggot on a whip, just straight into these little pads, and just fish a chuck. Full of them little golden rudd as well. And you'd be surprised, there's actually some decent roach in here as well, that have managed to hang on for years. There's a couple of pike in here. Bloke who lives next to it, who comes down here a few times a day, he's adamant there's no pike, but I've actually seen them when I've walked up before. I've seen them shoot off. Not massive, only little jacks, but they're well fed down here anyway. It's not like they need kilos and kilos of food every day, but the elk cute numbers down. Oh. Have a look over there. Is this what annoys me? Because this bag wasn't here the other day when we come down. So someone's come down. There's a fish, there's a net in there, look. I mean, they've put it in bag. There's a disgorger in there. They've put it in bag and then they've just not took it away. I don't know why they don't just take it with them. It's only going to end up in the same bin. Yeah, so down here, look as well, I see it. A bit worrying, that, isn't it? It's quite thick stuff, that bit looks at it. Oh dear. Oh, this looks quite clear of it. So it might not have come through inlet. It does actually look like, if you look at that there, look, see the colour of it there, how prominent it is, and then it fades off that way. And then it fades off that way. It fades off before it gets to the inlet. So I reckon someone's come down and poured something in there. What do you reckon? What could it be? It's like an oil, isn't it? Or a fuel or something. Luckily, it looks like it's hanging onto the surface, but just need some rain to dilute that. I mean, just some idiots about that. It might be something innocent, but that could be an idiot coming down putting something in. Safety ring there, look. Not a fishery. I think there is another one right down that end as well. Kind of want to have a dig in here and see if there's offensive in here. What we got? Red carp mix. I might take this bag with me actually and burn it. Garbolino, leader carp. The net. Just randomly in there. Kind of don't want to go fishing in here. No, it's just sweet corn tins and pretty much it. There's a disgorger in there, I don't want to bother going it out. Yeah, not ideal. I'm going to do the honourable thing though and take it and bin it because, well, with calibre of people nowadays, don't want to come down and fetch it, are they? So I'll take it, put it in bin. But yeah, just thought I'd bring you down and let you have a quick look. Oh look, it is coming out to inlet, look. So better than someone pouring it in and guessing. You can see it there, look, it's actually trickling down in this light. Oh, so that's a bit safer on the brain. Anyway, I'll wrap this video up. I might come down in a couple of days or next week. I'm busy this weekend. I'm away in Kent this weekend. I might come down a couple of days and do a little video in here. Do something, I don't know, we'll see. But yeah, anyway, see you all later.